Welcome, race fans. We are here tonight with the SRA Trophy-Dash.com Gen 6 series, and they are at Chicagoland tonight for their fourth race of the season. It doesn't look to be a huge field out here, but nonetheless, it might be a pretty decent-sized field. Last night we had a great race there at Atlanta in the Xfinity series. I think we started a race with like 34 or 35 drivers or something like that. I don't even remember, man, a lot of them. But I got to welcome into the booth here with me tonight. I got Jeff Dotson. Jeff, welcome, and good to have you there, brother.
Yep, good to be here as always, and looking forward to this race tonight here at Chicagoland. One of my favorite mile-and-a-half tracks, and it should be fun to watch these guys go around here tonight.
Yeah, well, real quick here, we'll run down through the points. We got about 4.5 minutes to go, so let me get that up here. All right, coming into tonight now, Jake Nichols does have a 5-point lead over Graham Bolin. Graham's been exceptional this season, man. I'm telling you what, he's right there, fastest, second fastest on the grid right now in practice too. Eric Sable third in points, 17 points back. Delonte Ballard in fourth, 30 points behind the leader. Femio Lat in fifth, 33 points back. Lachlan McMillan in sixth, 35 behind, and he is tied with Tyler Sifford. So both of them running 6th and 7th there. Ben Nelson, 8th place, 42 points behind. Connor Anton, 9th, 44 points back. And rounding out the top 10 in points there, Bobby Chaney cruised into the 10th place after last week. And he is 47 points behind the leader right now, Jeff.
Yep, he's in a battle right now with James Coulibaly. They're tied in points for 10th position, so that means they're each 47 points back. Jonathan Shipman is in 12th place in points. He's 50 points back from the leader. Marcus Richardson's in 13th. He's 51 points back. Zoltan Herczeg, one driver that I've been watching, for the first three races here. He's had some good runs, but he's not really where he wants to be in points right now, so he needs a few more good runs in order to get up there, but he's 57 points behind the leader. Garrison Hogan in 15th. He is 60 points back. We got Kyle Trudell in 16th. He's 61 points back. Brandon Jackson in 17th. He's 62 points back. Kyle Putz in 18th. He's 69 points behind the leader. In 19th, we have another tie. That's Nicholas Caressel and Tommy Gossett. They are tied for 19th position. They are at 69 points each. They are 70 points back from the leader of points right now. And then in 21st, we have Ryan Hunt, which he's 68 points, 71 behind the leader. But that's a tight margin there, Rudy, as you see these guys. You got Tommy Gossett, Nicholas Cressel on that, tie. They're like 1 point behind the next guy, and he's like 1 point back, and then, so on. So, I mean, there's a few in between there where they're like 6 points back, kind of in between that. But I'm looking at a lot of these guys. It's still early in the season. They're kind of close in points. I kind of see that to maybe go a little farther away once we get more into the season and we get some guys not showing up for some races and stuff like that. But right now, everybody's in a close-knit margin, and, they've got a lot to catch up if they're toward the back at the leader.
Sure are. Well, the track's not quite as hot as it was last night there at Atlanta. 117 degrees last night at Atlanta. Tonight, it's only 104-degree track temperature, 77-degree air temperature. Pit road speed 50 mile an hour. They're doing 130 laps here tonight, 195 miles. Pretty good wind there. I was just noticing 11 mile an hour. Wow, yeah. That's a pretty hefty wind. That may cause some problems out there. So tire and fuel window right around the 40 to 50 lap mark, but it depends on cautions. It depends a lot on what the tire wear is like out here and a lot. So those are just kind of guesstimates. Well, make sure you tune in later on tonight here, folks, for the ECR Truck Series and the OP Racing Xfinity Series. And coming up tomorrow night is the NORC iRacing Series and the RFC Xfinity Series. So make sure you tune in for those right here on MaxSpeedTV. Couple of shout outs to some of our sponsors for MaxSpeedTV. Hershey Design Company. It's H-E-R-S-H-Y. Check them out on Facebook, folks. Look up H-E-R-S-H-Y Design Company. They do a lot of custom paint jobs and all that. And also Colby's Eye Paints. You can follow them on Facebook as well. He does absolutely amazing paint jobs. Check him out at Colby's Eye Paints there on Facebook. A few other sponsors too. SimSpeedShop.com and Ohio IndyCar League, which we'll get to them here later on. All right, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back after that, so don't go anywhere.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we are back and waiting for qualifying times to come in here. Should be getting some right directly. Right now, wow. Ariotti at the top? Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Marcus Richardson second. Benjamin Nelson third. Jake Nichols is way back in fifth after being at the top of the leaderboard there in practice.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of struggling to track his time that he had in practice there, but I think he might probably get that pretty quick here. But nah, I thought he might have the line there, but he's staying in fifth quickest so far. So,
Hey, Becky, in chat there.
But I will say Ariotti did improve his practice time here in qualifying, because his practice time was a 30.510. His qualifying time right now is a 30.260, so he really improved that a lot.
Yep. Yeah, Becky, that is a very good friend of mine, Johnny Reed Foley, that actually recorded that in a studio by himself, did the harmony, did the two-part harmony, and then blended them together in a studio now. Now, that was... He actually did that specifically for me. So he is an upcoming rising country star. He does a lot of concerts and stuff at various tracks. So he's been at Daytona, Bristol, Michigan. Gosh, I can't even think of them all. Kentucky. He's been at the the Nashville Speedway, the one downtown, the fairgrounds. He's been at a lot of different... Oh, Texas. He's been to Texas several times. He does a lot of the concerts and stuff that, you know, for... that they usually have, like, for qualifying, you know, day and practice day and stuff like that. They have concerts for the fans, and he does a lot of that, so... But you can look him up on YouTube. I think he's just under Johnny Foley on YouTube. Yeah, J-O-H, I think it's Johnnny, and then Foley is Foley. He's got a few videos that he's done up there. He's a big Garth Brooks fan, and but he does a lot of artist covers and stuff. But he's got a couple of albums out now, and I've got them, and I got the actual autographed one, and I've got a T-shirt and everything, autographed T-shirt from him. So he's a pretty cool friend. We talk, not regularly, but we talk once in a while because I know he's very busy. Okay, I'll tell him. Yeah. I'll see what I can do about see if he can sing a happy birthday to you there, Becky. Yeah, he's a pretty good guy. All right, well, thanks for tuning in tonight here, folks, for the SRA Trophy-Dash.com Gen 6 Series. And we are at Chicagoland for the 4th race of the season. Points we ran down through them, are very tight. Jake Nichols and Graham Boland, only 5 points separating them first and second. That is pretty amazing. Now, I don't know, let's see, where is Graham? He's out there taking a qualifying lap now, so hasn't turned in a time yet. We got a few guys that have not even taken a time yet or even entered the track. Femi Olat, Sean Williams, Josh Robin, Garrison Hogan, and Stove Price Jr. Not a very big field here tonight.
No, not at all.
Yeah, about 20. Looks like about 23 drivers right now. After last night, we had like 35. That was pretty crazy. Big field. And mostly everybody finished. I think they only lost about like 7 or 8 drivers last night. Oh, Drea, what'd you do to your leg? What the heck did she do to her leg, I wonder? Wow, that's not good. We don't like to hear of our fans being hurt, you know. Get bit by a copperhead, or what the heck? What happened, man? What'd you do, break your leg? Gosh, I hope not. Yeah, we don't like to hear that. Well, Josh, what are you expecting here tonight? I know you really love this track. What do you think they're going to do here tonight? What are you expecting for the outcome here tonight?
No, I think these guys will. It's hard to tell. I mean, these cars, they're the way their package is for 1.5-mile tracks. In real life hasn't really, been that well recently. But iRacing's different, and I think we'll probably see drivers like Marcus Richardson, Jake Nichols, Kyle Putz, Nick Northrup, Ben Nelson. We'll probably see these guys up front most of the night. I mean, we'll see a few other drivers. I call her, I guess you could say, are kind of phantoms, I guess, or they like to hang it back and come up later on. And that'd be drivers like, Ariotti, but he's on pole right now because he likes to save tires. But, man, that's still a blistering time. Drivers like Zoltan Hertzeg, Tommy Gossett, those guys like to kind of be the phantoms and just kind of hang out in the back and come up through the field and kind of be, unnoticed until they get toward the end. Yep,
Femi and Graham. Neither one of them taking a qualifying time yet, so they may be a couple of them right there that could sneak in there. And I don't want to count out Lachlan McMillan. Now, Lachlan is always when it comes down to the end of the race, he's always seems to be a factor somewhere inside that top 10. So I wouldn't count him out. Joshua Schwartz. Now that we haven't seen Joshua. I don't think he's been in a race this season yet. So he raced a couple races last season, and I know his brother Jesse did, but I haven't seen Jesse in a while. But there's a couple right there. Now Delonte Ballard, Nick Northrup, Kyle Putz. This is a stacked front part of the field right here. The top 7 or 8 or 9, maybe 10. Zoltan coming into 10th now. That's a pretty stacked top 10 right there.
Yeah, it really is.
I think that's going to be a heck of a battle. But now if these guys just do like they did last night, they kind of took it easy. And, they raced for a while. They did have a caution on lap 1, though, and that was not good. But it was in the back. Something happened there. I don't know exactly. Somebody got into somebody, but it had a caution on lap 1. Don't forget, folks, the first stage of the race here, lap 50. So that's the lap that we'll be looking for to get this, and they do get stage points. So it's very valuable that they get up there and get those stage points. 10 points for first place, and it goes down 9 points for second, 8 for third, and so on down to 10th. Top 10 get 10 points on down to 1. So we'll have to see how that's going to turn out here. And it always seems to come a battle too, Jeff. If in recent races, this is the first season that they've tried this. So, and it always seems to be a big battle up there for that top spot, coming down to that lap 50. Oh boy.
You're right about that, Rudy. I mean, with them, implementing the chase into their, format here now, it's made these drivers drive a whole lot harder than what they used to when they come close to that, because they know every point counts.
Yep. All right, running down through the Walls Beard Coast starting grid, Ariotti starting on the pole with a 30.260. Nice lap, man. That was amazing. Marcus Richardson on the outside there. 14 one-thousandths of a second off the pacer, but man, still a great lap. That's not even, can't even blink that fast. Ben Nelson comes in 3rd, Jake Nichols 4th, Kyle Putz 5th, Nick Northrup starts 6th, Delonte Ballard 7th, Jonathan Shipman 8th, Joshua Schwartz 9th, and Zoltan Herczeg top 10. And man, I'm telling you what, like I said, that top 10 is pretty well stacked. Jeff?
It is, yeah. All right, starting 11th place tonight, we got Tyler Sifford. Tommy Gossett will start 12th. Kyle Trudell will start 13th. Bobby Chaney will start 14th. Ethan Kurtz will start 15th. Lachlan McMillan will start 16th. James Coulibaly in 17th. Garrison Hogan 18th. Graham Bolin, wow, didn't expect him to be starting way back here. He's going to start 19th tonight. Fabio Latt will start 20th. Stove Price Jr. will start 21st. Sean Williams in 22nd. Josh Robin will start 23rd. And rounding out the field in the final spot in 24th is Brandon Jackson.
Yeah, he must have joined after. I didn't get him on there. Let's see if we can fix that. I don't even have him on my picker. So.
Which ones didn't you have on there? Where did it
Brandon
start?
Jackson.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Brandon Jackson. No big deal. He's there now. All right, here we go. What the heck's YouTube right now? Get him going, Jeff. Sorry. I'm busy doing something else at the moment here.
I'll get them going for you if you need me to.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. All right, folks. Here we go. Pace cars in.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green flag. We're underway for the TrophyDash.com Gen 6 Series for SRA tonight here at Chicagoland. Now, those two are side by side there, Ariotti and Marcus Richardson. Either one of them got a great start. None of them pulled out. They was out side by side, and they still are here coming off of turn 2. And they're just getting started here, and they're already racing hard. Ooh.
And Marcus with a little bit of a lead on the outside. Ariotti comes back on the inside. Would really like to lead the first lap of that race. Marcus has got something else in mind here, though. He does come back on the high side, but not enough. And Ariotti will lead the first lap of the race.
Yes, he will.
Marcus coming back on the outside. Here comes Jake Nichols to the outside. We're already seeing the outside starting to work a little bit there, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised by that. That outside line is starting to work a little bit here. I figured it would take a little bit longer for them to kind of, start kind of testing that area, but they're testing it early.
Shipman still to the inside here of Nick Northrup. He's going to get that, I guess. I'm sorry, Nick Northrup. Zoltan Herczeg. Now on the
yellow flag is out.
oh, we got a caution.
It's like Stove Price. Oh, he just got collected in it. Somebody else started it. I think it's Ethan Kurtz.
Yeah.
Looks like you got a bumper hook maybe from Lachlan McMillan I'm seeing here, possibly.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, but let's go back. We'll take a look at it here up close and see what it looks like.
But a lot of cars got involved in that one. Man, that's a 30 of Garrison Hogan was involved. Josh Robin.
Oh yeah, some net coating there too. He got into the back of the 05 of Ethan Kurtz. A little net coating there because there was clearly probably about a foot between them bumpers. I mean, he would have probably hit him anyhow, but just a little bit of net coating there, not much.
Then we look behind these two, and poor Stove Price, James Coulibaly, and Garrison Hogan just had absolutely nowhere to go.
Yep. Well, Femi Olat ditched it down on the bottom there. He's going to clear all that. But yeah, these guys, you're right, man. They just had nowhere to go. Everybody, just the accordion effect right there.
Yeah.
Oh my, I hate that for these guys because they're all going to get damage on there now. Garrison Hogan.
This early.
Golly. There's about 5 cars piled up into that.
Yeah.
Well, so up here in the front now, we've got a brand new leader. Kyle Putz, Delonte Ballard, and Tyler Sifford all stayed out. But Ariotti and company come to pit road. Who's going to win the race? It looks like Ariotti and Jake Nichols comes out. Wow, nice. Ariotti going to come out first there. Jake Nichols second. Marcus Richardson third. And Ben Nelson. I'm telling you what, that Ben Nelson, don't ever count that man out right there. That man, he has been a factor for the last couple of seasons. He's picked it up a ton in the Xfinity Series. Picked it up a ton here. Golly, man, that guy. One of the top 10 guys here in points I do not see here tonight. Eric Sable. Third in points, but not here tonight.
Yeah, I don't believe he is.
Interesting. All right, well, that's kind of early to talk to somebody. It's only lap 5.
Yeah.
Well, next caution, we'll try to get a word into somebody if we have another caution. That might have been a good call for them guys to stay out, though. You know, I mean, they only had like 3 or 4 laps on them tires, and we know new tires are, they're going to be definitely a big improvement. But
Yeah, but they only had 3 laps on. They only had 3 laps on them, and I don't really think they would have, kind of wore that bad under just a 3-lap run. And they've already got them cooled back off while they're, pacing here. So I think they'll be okay.
All right, lights are out. And we've got Kyle Putz, Delonte Ballard stayed out on older tires. Let's see what they can do. Pace car's in.
Green flag, green flag.
And there's a green. Good jump by Kyle Putz. Ballard getting a little push there from Delonte Ballard, or from Ariotti. Yeah, Delonte Ballard getting a push from Delonte Ballard. Tyler Sifford. Oh, Ariotti way up the hill, but he comes out okay. Marcus Richardson trying to make the move here. They're 3 wide into the corner. Yeah. Jake Nichols on the bottom, Marcus up on high side, and Tyler Sifford down through the middle.
They're going to go 3 wide again here in a minute.
Yep, they are. Guys ain't afraid to do it, I'm telling you. Ben Nelson clear down on the bottom. Wow, Zoltan Herzog, man, I'm telling you, that guy he's ready to go.
He is.
And here on the inside of Tyler Sifford now. Tyler actually went right back to 7th pretty quick. Northrop, there's Graham Bolin up to 10th already after starting 19th. Good night. Just went into 9th. Jeez, oh man, he is on a roll.
He is.
Ariotti goes into 2nd as he cleared Delonte Ballard. Marcus Richardson into 4th place, followed by Jake Nichols and Ben Nelson.
I don't mean to cut in here. We just had one coming, getting loose off of turn 4 and went through the grass. That was Joshua Schwartz.
Ooh.
He saved it, though, and kept it going.
Yeah, that's going to put him clear back into 20th now.
Yeah.
Car still looks good there. There's Ethan Kurtz. You can see the little bit of damage on his car. Garrison Hogan. James Coulibaly, which he got involved in that. Stove Price still sitting on pit road.
Yeah, you got a lot of heavy damage on that crash on that first one. He's just trying to get that repaired.
All right, riding along here with Kyle Putz, looking back on Ariotti. Looked like he might try to make that move, but he... And Marcus Richardson going to clear Delonte Ballard. Goes into 3rd.
Yeah, he's on the move.
Ballard staying high, leaving the bottom open there for Jake Nichols. And it looks like Jake is going to take advantage of that. Yep, Jake does, and Jake goes into 4th. Delonte back to 5th. Awesome racing by these guys, I'm telling you. Ben Nelson now looking for that advantage to get by Delonte. Might or might not happen. Now he's taking a look here, going into turn 1. He's going to have to drive it in there pretty hard. And hope it sticks. Oh, man. Not quite completed. Here comes Ariotti for the lead. Back to the lead. He's getting the pressure from Marcus Richardson there, and he does clear Kyle Putz. That's that couple of lap newer tires right there. And Marcus now into 2nd. And he's going to drive it into the corner pretty deep, but is Ariotti's going to get that run on the outside and hold Marcus off. And Marcus can't get squeezed in there between Ariotti and Kyle Putz. Not quite enough room. He would have need He needed a shoehorn on the front and a shoehorn on the back to squeeze in there.
Yeah, that tight space.
Kyle's just really giving Marcus a tough time right now.
He is. You know, Mark, just give him a tough time right back.
Yep, there he goes. He finally got him. And here comes Jake Nichols to the inside of Kyle Puts. Ben Nelson there. As long as the door's open, he wants to get his foot in the door. Well, I'll tell you what, these guys up front right now got to be having a blast racing each other. I mean, you know, these are all great racers right up here right now. And Graham Boland just went into the top 6 here as he cleared Delonte Ballard. Golly.
Starting from 19th. He's the biggest mover out here so far.
And Zoltan Herzeg, I ain't counting him out. He's up to 8th now.
Yeah, he picks up 2 positions from the starting position.
Bobby Cheney into 11th after starting 14th. Femi Olat now started way back in 20th. Breaks into 12.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got another caution. Brandon Jackson going around. Let's see what happened here to Brandon.
Lost it on his own. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He just lost it on his own. He didn't hit anybody, so 1 car incident here.
Very good. Oh yeah, he's struggling with it right here. That car just kept wanting to step out on him. And it looks like he was trying to keep it off of the wall, but he wasn't able to keep it off the wall. So he's going to get a little damage on it. Does spin it down to the infield. And, well, good thing, because the only thing he did was just tap that right front corner and the back right corner with the car a little bit. Yes, just minimal damage. Probably just a few seconds of damage. So I'm sure Ariotti's going to bring them all to pit road, though. Tires are a premium here.
Yes, they are. And yep, here they come.
Everybody's coming in this time. Ain't nobody staying out. James Coulibaly does his drive-through. And Ariotti out first. Good pit stop. And the battle back here, I think, was Marcus Richardson come out second, Ben Nelson third, Jake Nichols fourth, Graham Boland out fifth, Zoltan Herzeg, Kyle Puts. Terrible pit stop for Kyle. So,
yeah, it was.
Let's get a word in with, how about we get a word in with Delonte Ballard?
Okay.
Maybe we can talk to him. Huh?
What?
Oh, there he is. Okay. Delonte, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, we seen you stay out there on that on that last pit stop. Excuse me. And but tires being a premium that they are, was it a good call for you to stay out there? Because it didn't seem like it took many laps, and the guys were already passing you.
Well, I mean, it didn't really hurt me. You know, me and Putz was talking about that and trying to figure out what we was doing. So it didn't really help us. Because, I mean, it didn't really hurt us because we didn't really lose. I think I lost like 1 position after all of it. So
Okay.
it was okay. I just wasn't prepared for it and stuff like that, with how the car was going to react. And then with the way I drive into the corner compared to Putz and stuff like that. So sometimes I feel like I'm going to end up running him over or not. But it's just a learning curve for me because sometimes I could be burning my right front up compared to others. So.
Well, now, compared to last night at Atlanta with the Xfinity cars, how much better does the car feel on the track here tonight?
If you want to put down a scale 0 to 10, I'll say a 10. I mean, it was just absolutely ice out there after a couple of laps last night, and then tonight it's more of like a push tight in the corner, and then if you don't hit your corner right, you can get loose off of 2. You know, typical Chicagoland. Anybody that runs here. So 4 is not that bad. It can get squirrely here and there, but my main focus is 2. I've seen a lot of people. I mean, I've seen the whole front 5 guys in the start of that race get loose off of 2 on the second lap, so it was kind of scary.
Well, now, do you think the track will improve as we get some rubber laid down on it? Because we've seen at the beginning of the race, it seemed like the high line seemed to be the place you might want to be to make a pass on somebody. You get them great runs off the corner. So do you think it'll improve as we get the rubber laid down?
Oh yeah, most definitely. It will feel different in the car for us. It might not look different, you know, as the people just watching, but yeah, once it gets rubbered in, it'll feel different. But the outside, it's gonna be, I don't know. I sometimes like to be out there on the outside. I mean, I showed it last night that I can run outside on pretty much any track we go to, but it just kills your right front so much, and then after battling on the outside so much, you can't do anything on the bottom. So it's gonna be a question of if I'm gonna do it, you know, do I really want to kill the right front, you know, just to get past one guy or not?
Right. All right, brother. Well, we'll let you go here. Getting ready to go green, so good luck. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks.
All right, Ariotti going to bring him to the green here. All right, pace car's in. Ariotti, Marcus Richardson. There's the green. Oh, contact there. Marcus come down a little bit.
That was close.
Yeah, that was real close. Ben Nelson, great start for Ben. Already up into third here, and he is trying to get second from Marcus Richardson with those new tires.
Yeah.
And it's highly possible that he could make that work too, being on new tires, because they will hold the bottom a little bit better. But we know that high side's been getting some great runs off, and I think that's where Marcus is going to excel. And he does, coming off of turn 4. Marcus does hold off Ben Nelson.
Yeah, Marcus also had some draft from Jake Nichols up there too. And this ain't like a restrictor plate track, but draft still does help. So I'm thinking with Ben Nelson, he's on fresher tires, but he's just down there all by himself, and Marcus having help. That just didn't help him at all because he didn't have anything like Marcus did. He's trying it though. Now he's got somebody behind him here, and Marcus is left out to hang on top there, but they're going to get right back in behind him here as they come off turn 4.
Definitely good stuff. Looking for lap 50 here for the first stage, folks. A little ways to go. We're only about halfway there, so. And
halfway this time by.
Yeah. Graham Bolin up to 5th, coming from 19th. Man, I'm telling you.
He had a great outcome last week. It wasn't really a great outcome. He did have some incidents, but he had a great race in the points. He was up there racing with a lot of the guys. He had a fast car, but it just didn't go his way and got into a few incidents. But with that fast race car he had, he looked promising, and he's looking promising here again tonight, so hopefully he can stay out of trouble and get a good finish.
Yep, close right there with Jake Nichols on the outside. Man, I'm telling you, and Jake, I don't know, Jake's looking at possible pass there by Graham Bolin. Graham was a little loose coming off the 4, but he's okay. Ariotti pulling away from Marcus Richardson a little. Graham just can't clear Jake right now. Jake doesn't want him to either. He's fighting pretty hard. He knows if Graham gets ahead of him, it's going to be tough to get back around Graham.
Yeah, it really will.
Kyle puts into 6th. He clears Delonte Ballard. And Graham does complete the pass on Jake. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Because you know how good Jake is, man. I'll tell you what, to get by him. Wow. I kind of compare them too as being about equal racers out there. They give a lot of respect to one another. They're very hard racers, and they don't give up. Once they get their nose in there, they do not give up, you know. And I hate to see them push your car so hard like that so early in the race, because they will grind the rubber right off of them tires. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do to get to the front.
Exactly.
All right, Nick Northrup in 8th, Zoltan Herczeg 9th, and right now Bobby Cheney's trying to pass Tyler Sifford. Now Sifford on the outside, he is in the Somewhere Saloon sponsored car tonight, so shout out to all them people at Somewhere Saloon in Cannon City, Colorado. Hello everyone, hopefully you're enjoying the show. We get down here a little closer and check out the car. Car painted by Drea there in chat. Did an amazing job on that paint job. Man, that's amazing. Good job, Drea. Ariotti being trailed by Marcus Richardson, just a little over 0.2 of a second behind him. And they're both running totally different lines there, Jeff. Man.
They are, yeah. You can tell. He's kind of keeping it down the bottom, and Marcus is kind of keeping it up toward the top. And it seems to be working out for them, but I really don't know. It's keeping Airy out front, but I don't know. It just seems like Marcus is kind of struggling with it up there, but it seems like that's the place he feels comfortable.
Well, he did close that down to just a little over 1/10 now. He is right there, using a little bit of draft. And Marcus blinking a little bit. Gosh, we never see Marcus blink.
No.
Man, what the heck? Somebody on the Wi-Fi or something. Ben Nelson, Graham Bolin. Be quiet. Sean Williams in 15th. He's lucked out and missed the accidents. Car looks good. Jonathan Shipman now battling with Lachlan McMillan back here. Tommy Gossett in the picture. Brandon Jackson 19th, and Garrison Hogan now rounds out the top 20. Ethan Kurtz, James Coulibaly, and Josh Robin. Josh Robin on pit road. Oh, we got a brand new leader maybe. Yeah, Marcus Richardson.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, he did clear him, so.
But we'll see if Ariotti can keep the pressure on and try to get back around him.
And Marcus has led 3 laps. Aries led 19. And I don't think anybody else has led any laps yet. No. Oh, yeah. Kyle Putz led 9. Yeah. Forgot about that. Yep.
He led for the caution there.
Yep.
So.
Ariotti's looking good and strong, though, but I think, you know, with him running that low line like he was running, I think he was using up his tires a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Last night they said if you went to the high side at Atlanta with the Xfinity cars, it was actually harder on the tires than it was, you know, taking it down on the bottom. Now, Atlanta's like a totally different mile-and-a-half track from any other mile-and-a-half track. You know, it can be great out there, or it can be just absolutely horrible. Last night it was horrible, and the guys really did not like it. But they did well. They did well. They adapted, you know, to the setup and got it underway. All right, Jake Nichols. These guys have pulled away about 3/4 of a second now from Kyle Putz. That front 5, man, I'll tell you what, they got it going on up there, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
And now Marcus Richardson's out in that clean air. I think that's helping him a little bit. Here comes Ben Nelson to the inside of Ariotti, not able to make it stick.
That's what Marcus wanted. He wanted to get out there in that clean air because he knew as soon as he could, he'd take off. And that's what he's done right now.
Yes, sir.
But one I want to look at out here, Rudy, and just kind of say something about is Graham Bolin. I mean, he's just made it up to 4th place now. He's right there on Ben Nelson looking to take 3rd.
Oh yeah, this is great. What a racer, man! I'm telling you. Well, you know, he probably couldn't have picked a better league to get in. We know the racing in this league is like off the chain, so he picked a great league to get in.
And with the talent he has,
Yep.
wow.
Yep, he's a good mix. I know Graham from a long time ago. I used to race with him, and you know, he was good back then, but boy, he is like absolutely, I don't know, excellent, I guess. Skill level is excellent now.
The skill
All right.
level is growing.
Yeah, Ariotti's going backwards here. What the heck's going on with Ariotti?
I don't know.
He is getting passed up by everybody on that outside.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing here. That outside line is really working great. Jake Nichols sitting here watching all this, and he's going to try the outside on Ariotti. Man. Yeah, I mean, I can see Ariotti and Marcus are riding kind of like, well, not really on the bottom, but they are riding down there a little bit. And Jake Nichols does get by on the outside, so that outside line's working great.
Yes, it is.
Now Jake goes to the inside here of Graham Bolin. Not able to do it. Ben Nelson just a half a second off of Marcus Richardson. He can feel the draft, but really isn't helping him all that much. And Marcus has taken it to the bottom here in the corner. Well, thank you, Becky. Pretty great admin in there, I'm telling you. Do a great job. Femi Olat coming up to 8th after starting 20th today. He's moving up through the field. We got about 9 laps to go for the first stage here.
Now these guys will click the laps off fast.
Yep. He got by Zoltan. Zoltan 9th. Nick Northrup now breaking into the top, back into the top 10, I should say. And quite a ways back, about a second and a half back to Bobby Chaney in 11th. Back up front, still a half a second back to Ben Nelson. I'm telling you what, that Ben Nelson, man. Man, that guy is just... I'll tell you what, MS and me couldn't have picked a better guy to sponsor, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He's been in victory lane quite a bit, and we've talked to him and everything, and man, I'll tell you what, he sure is a supporter for MS and me. Just hashtag MS and me. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Ariotti drifting back quite a ways now. I think he used up his tires. And that's not like Ariotti to do that. He's a big tire saver. But I think he's just used up his tires, trying to stay ahead of Marcus and Ben. Jake Nichols way up the hill. Boy, what's up, Chemo? Thank you, Chemo. Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Kyle Trudell running in 13th. He's been up there into the points too. Let's see, he is, I think he is 16th in the points. Yeah, 16th in the points.
Yep.
So he's doing all right. He's only 61 points behind. So if he can pick up a few more positions here tonight, that'll help him. He's trying to get around Tyler Sifford right now. Sifford actually is 7th in points. Only 35 points out of the lead. He holds on to 13th. Here comes Graham bowling to the outside, looking. He's searching the track there to see if there's any grip maybe on the high side. He's right up there close to the wall. That Kyle Larson, Dale Earnhardt Jr. line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were trying that last night. I seen Kane Cook tried that. He could do pretty good, you know, but then I found out from a couple of the drivers, they said that it was actually worse on the tires up there on the high side last night at Atlanta than it was on the low side, so I don't know. But he was doing all right with it. And, oh, Graham really out of shape right there coming out of turn 2. Putting the pressure to Ben Nelson right now. Ben's almost a full second behind the leader, Marcus Richardson. Make that he is a full second. Marcus on that clean air, I'll tell you what, he's got that whole track to himself right now.
Yeah, he does. That's just Marcus Richardson fashion. You know, when he gets out in that clean air, he'll just take off from you, and he'll just, it's hard to catch him.
Yeah, I did show Tyler's car there. Yeah, I did. Yep. He is running the Somewhere Saloon car. Painted by Drea Lopez in chat there. Did an amazing job on that. That is Somewhere Saloon stepped on board with a couple of the drivers this season. I believe Nicholas Cressel and Tyler Sifford sponsoring their cars, so that's pretty amazing stuff. They were the title sponsor last season and decided to take a season off, a break here, and hopefully they'll come back maybe next season or whatever. And it'll be good to see them back. They were great sponsors. Somewhere Saloon in Kansas City, Colorado, folks. If you're ever in Kansas City, check them out, man. It looks like a beautiful place. Good food, drinks, friends. That's what it's all about. I see some of the menu stuff they show on Facebook, Jeff, and oh my gosh, it looks like good food. Oh, we have a caution.
That's stage.
Oh yeah, okay, stage. Yep, you're right. My bad. Okay, all right. So
you got talking about that, and I was listening to
yeah.
you. And I wasn't even paying attention to the laps.
Well, congratulations to Marcus Richardson for the stage win here.
Sir.
Good points involved in that. You get 10 bonus points. And boy, that'll really jump him up. He is clear back in 13th in points coming into tonight.
Yes, he is.
So he's gonna have to really work hard to get up there to take over the points lead. And that just took a big bite out of it right there. Well, let's see if they're going to pit here. They probably will. Once they pit, we'll try to get a word in with Marcus here. Congratulate him on his stage win. Pretty awesome. Yeah, boy, I wasn't paying much attention there, was I?
I don't think either of us were.
Well, I think this is a stage caution, so you really can't count this one. Other than that, we've only had one caution. Didn't we have one? Two. Okay, yeah, you're right. My bad. All right, after he pits here, drag him down and talk to him there, Josh. Give him a big congratulations.
Gosh.
Or Jeff, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wow.
Marcus Richardson, you got a copy?
Here you go.
Well, congratulations on your stage win tonight. How's it feel?
Terrible.
Well, why do you say that?
It's like you're trying to park a semi in your driveway. And then coming off the corner, it feels like you're skiing. So it's interesting.
That's a very odd pairing of how that feels. Parking a semi and skiing. Wow, that's I don't think I've ever heard that one before, but wow, that must be horrible from the way that sounds. But well, you got a lot of racing left here, Marcus, and you know, being the stage winner that'll help you in points. But with your description on how that track feels out there, what's your thoughts on the rest of the race after this stage and you get back going?
I'm gonna need to put some better laps together because I don't really think I've hit like 3 laps in a row that I've felt like were good since the race started. So need to do a better job at that. I know Ari's pretty quick a little bit there in the short run. I think he kind of burned his tires up maybe a little bit, so he'll probably learn from that. And yeah, I don't know. I know guys will run a lot harder now that the stage is over, so I just got to be ready for it. And I didn't run a good first half of the race, I felt like, so I have room to improve.
Yeah, well, did the track feel the same during practice or qualifying, or did it feel different?
It's a little slicker and tighter now than it was in practice.
Alrighty. Well, Marcus, congratulations on your stage win, and good luck in the rest of your race tonight.
Yep, thank you.
Chuck Sweeting. That's funny. That's funny, Chuck. Me telling stories by the campfire. Yeah, I could do it. I could tell some stories.
Campfire stories?
Yep, campfire stories.
Well, there you heard from your stage winner, and he said the track feels like you're trying to back an 18-wheeler into a driveway when you're entering the corner, and it feels like you're skiing when you're exiting. So,
Man.
Yeah. Told him I've never heard anybody say that before, but that's a new one. Backing an 18-wheeler into a driveway is what it feels like when you're entering the corner.
Yep. Well, we still got, looks like Ethan Kurtz is taking his car behind the wall. So Ethan Kurtz, Stowe Price out of the race. But we still have 22 drivers left in the race.
Yes, sir.
Get them going, Jeff.
All right, we'll do. All right, pace car heads into pit road.
Green flag.
There's the green flag. We're back underway here at Chicagoland for the Trophy-Dash.com SRA Gen 6 Series. And Marcus Richardson with a great start there as he gets ready to back his 18-wheeler up in the driveway going into turn 1.
Yeah, that's funny. Side by side, Ben Nelson and Jake Nichols. Here comes Ariotti to the bottom. Jake's going to go back quick here.
Yes.
If he's not careful.
I'm noticing, Rudy, it seems like on the initial start and restarts, it seems like that first lap, or maybe first 2 laps, that bottom lane's good. But once that first or second lap's over, that top lane comes in. Yep.
Yeah, that's the way I was looking at it too. Kyle Putz now entering the top 5. And there's my old buddy Zoltan Herzeg. He is in the mix here in 6th. Doing an amazing job right there. And it looks like Ariotti is going to complete the pass on Jake Nichols. Jake goes back to 4th. Ariotti up to 3rd. Good to see Ariotti back, you know what?
It is. I think he's having the last race down here tonight. He started on the pole position and he fell back a little bit, but now he's back up here in the top 3 running 3rd.
It's amazing how these guys can save tires and be so fast. You know,
Yeah.
I just don't see the correlation. You know, I would think.
I think a lot of them learned from Harry because he was the one that did that first. So.
Yeah. Yep, him and Marcus. Marcus can be out front and lead the whole race and save tires. I don't get it. I don't get it. But he's looking good and strong here tonight. Let's go back and check on Femi Olat now. Femi was way back there, and he was actually, I think he did break into the. No, he was almost to the top 10 before that caution come out. And now he's back up to 12th here, passing Tyler Sifford. Oh, he's one to look at. Graham Bolin now. Graham, a terrible pit stop. Clear back in 11th. Man, he's going to have to get a hold of that pit crew and shake them up a little bit or something. I don't know, man. Threaten to fire him or something. But look, guys, you better get me on pit road a little quicker or something, or I'm going to replace you.
I think that's happened a lot over here at SRA.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of drivers. I've seen a lot of drivers have slow pit stops over here in any league. And when that happens, they really want to think about firing that virtual pit crew.
Yep. Well, Ariotti seems like he's got that outside line working a little better. He's testing the waters up there anyhow. I've seen that coming out of turn 2. Marcus knows he's got some tough competition right behind him, and man, he's got to be Mr. Steady Eddie on the wheel. I'll tell you what, he cannot afford to make a mistake because any type of little bobble or anything, and I'll tell you what, Ben Nelson's going to eat him for lunch.
Yes. That'd be a happy lunch for Ben.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, yeah, he would love to get out there and lead a lap and get that bonus point.
He'd be like, man, my tummy's full now.
Okay. He's eighth in the points. And Ariotti taking a look to the inside.
Oh, man.
Not able to do it.
Yeah, those two are battling hard, though, for second place. If they keep doing that, that's going to allow Marcus to pull away. But
sure.
Man, Ben's keeping a good pace here and keeping an eye on Marcus here, not letting him get away.
Jonathan Shipman staying right with it here in 8th place. Having a solid run here. Yeah, that's a good run for Jonathan.
He's being consistent right now, and another one being consistent is Kyle Putz. He started 5th, running in 5th.
Yeah. Well, you know, consistency is what wins championships, and
it is.
You know, you don't have to go out there and win any races to win a championship. It's just being consistent every week and finishing inside that top 5, and yeah, that means a lot right there. Well, Ariotti did look again there on Ben Nelson, but Ben closing that door. Wow, look at him bringing it right down there. And Aries got to lift a little bit there in the corner and can't complete that pass. The one I'm watching right now is Jake Nichols. Jake is, you know, he's top of the leaderboard in points. He's relaxed right now, kind of cruising there with his feet up on the dash, listening to tunes and just riding it out here. He's got a long race to go. We're only at the halfway mark right now, so lots of racing to go here. Starting lap 66 means that is the halfway mark. And right now, Marcus Richardson's got 36 laps led.
Wow.
Pretty awesome.
Yep. But we know he's one of them that can get it done. Here goes Ariotti now. He's trying the high side now after running the low line for a long time.
Ooh, and he got a good run off of 2.
He did. And now he's diving it back low after he got that run. Trying to get around Ben Nelson. I don't think he's going to be able to do it though on the bottom, but man, maybe if he can get a good run there behind Marcus, he might be able to.
Oh, yeah. Little wiggle. He kept his foot right in it, though. He never backed out.
No.
So I don't know what the answer is to do there. Maybe trying the high side because it seemed like that was working earlier. And that looks like that might be what he's going to do here. He's going to put Ben down there on the bottom and make Ben have to lift.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a key here tonight for these drivers is that high side. And if it gets better throughout the race, you know, it was pretty good earlier. See, now Ben just got really loose right there coming off the corner because Aerie was right on that right rear corner. That is a killer. When you come up on somebody and you're on that right rear corner, It just takes air right off of the back of that car.
Oh, yes, it does.
So good save by Ben, but he does go back to third now. Airy closing in on Marcus Richardson, just about a tenth and a half. Well, about a tenth off of him. He wants that lead back.
He does.
Marcus is saying, no, 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 no. How do you do it?
No, 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 no.
There you go. I can't do it like that. Well, here goes Ariotti to the outside.
Yes.
I think that's what he's going to have to do. I'm dead serious. Right. Now, if Marcus moves up there, then that's going to change everything. See, now Ariotti goes to the... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he made contact there with the left.
Yeah, that was
the
a
left
very
rear
try, but that did not work out the way he wanted it to.
Sure didn't. Jake Nichols going to get by him, too. And maybe Kyle Putz. Kyle goes to the inside. Airy says, man, that just... that kind of took the fire right out of that car right there. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think that made his tires a little bit angry.
Yep. Graham Boland back into 7th. And look who... Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, the way that Ariotti's diving it in there on that one, I think he might have got those tires a little too hot.
Yep. Breaking into the top 10, Femi Olac coming from 20th.
Yes.
He's looking to the inside of Delonte. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a stacked field up in the front here. Oh, we have a caution. James Coulibaly going around. Well, let's go see what happened to James here. I think he was by himself, though.
He was, yeah. He just lost it on his own coming off turn 2.
That's a pretty treacherous corner, I'll tell you.
It is. Wow, he bout collected the 87 of Brandon Jackson, but Brandon had a slick move to get around him. That was some quick thinking.
Yeah, he's coming into a 1 here out of 2. Oh, he was off the throttle. That car, he just could not get it back under control. And it just went sideways. That's all it takes. Yeah, now here comes Brandon Jackson. Watch this here maneuver. Wow, you talk about quick thinking by Brandon Jackson. Holy smokes. That was an amazing maneuver right there.
It really was.
Wow, that was great driving by Brandon Jackson.
Wow, I just had a weird iRacing glitch.
Uh-oh,
Two cars and the pace car just blinked out. They're back now, though, but man, that was crazy. A pace car went with them.
That is weird. Hardly ever see the pace car drop out. All right, here they come to pit road, folks. I think everybody's going to come in. Nobody wants to stay out there. You know, we may have a lap car stay out or something, but... Actually, I think Coulibaly stayed out there. He's going to be back on the tail end of the lead lap. As all pit. Marcus in first. Let's see if he comes out first. Oh, this is going to be a close one. Oh boy, I don't know. I don't know who got that. I think Ben Nelson might have got that. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Wow. What an amazing pit stop by Ben Nelson. Good night. Well, let's talk to... How about we talk to Jake Nichols? We don't get to talk to Jake a whole lot. Unless he wins.
Here you go.
Than usual.
All right, Jake. You got a copy, Jake?
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, you haven't been able to get up there to the front and lead a lap yet to get that bonus point. You come into tonight 5 points ahead of Graham Boland. Tell me what's going on out there and what your thoughts are on this race. I mean, what do you plan to do to get to the front and win this?
Just trying to save my stuff up. I haven't really tried to push too hard short run because I think you're really going to need the tires in the long run if we can get to that point. I know it's hot, track and in real life. I have 2 fans on me tonight. I'm sweating up a storm battling with these guys, but we're really hoping that it goes green from here to the checkered, or at least a long green flag run, because that last run, that was the smoothest I've felt on short run, and I think we're going to have really long pace, or a really good pace on the long run, so we're just hoping for that.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's looking pretty good out there. Probably a whole lot better than it was last night in the Xfinity race, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely a little controllable compared to last night, but it's once you get on the long run and that right rear really gets some heat and wear on it, it can step out on you in a heartbeat.
Now, have you seen? We know clean air's. It's kind of like that's a given. Clean air is key here. You want to get out there in front and get that clean air. But now that you're up in the front here, and we were talking to somebody here just a few minutes ago. I think it was that Marcus or somebody asking them about what the track, how much the track's changed, and is that upper line starting to come in now that there's getting some rubber laid down?
I think it is. I think it's going to be there even more as we go. The grip levels go and getting better and better, in my opinion, at least from what I've seen. So I think on the long runs, you'll definitely see everybody or majority of everybody go to the top side. I'll do whatever's fastest. If the bottom's working, then I'll go there. But if the top's working, I'll go there. So we're just hoping that it stays green and either lane may work for us.
All right, Jake, we'll let you get back to work here, and good luck in all the future races here, and hopefully you can pull out a championship. The 4th race of the season out of, I believe, 15. So you got a long ways to go to get there, but you want to stay up there in the top to get into that chase. So good luck out there, Jake. We'll talk to you hopefully on the podium tonight.
All right, thanks.
All right, Ben Nelson leading his first laps of the race, and Jake still has not led a lap. All right, well, thanks for tuning in tonight, folks, for the SRA Trophy-.com Gen 6 Series here at Chicagoland, 4th race of the season. And we're about to get back underway here. Going to be restarting on lap 76 as the pace car heads in. And Ben Nelson not waiting a second, man. He is not waiting for that green flag.
Nah, he has to really bounce on that because he knows if he doesn't, Marcus Richardson's going to be there. And that was a good call by him to really hit that gas pedal and just get going.
Oh, sure. Now Marcus is in a battle here with Kyle Putz. And both of them with a wiggle there coming off of turn 2. But it looks like Marcus is going to come out ahead on that. And, yeah, Zoltan Herzog. Yeah, come on, baby. I love it. Oh, I'm a big fan of Zoltan, man. I'm a huge fan.
I'll tell you another one I'm a fan of. That's Graham Boland. He's back in seventh place right now behind Femi, and he's trying his best to get back up in the front here. He got up there once tonight. Was up there for a couple laps up there in the top 3, top 5. He kind of slipped back a little bit, and he's trying to get back up there, but he's doing a fantastic job trying his best to get back up in the front.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, all these drivers, I'm a big fan of all these drivers, every one of them, equally, not one more than the other. But I mean, I kind of root for Zoltan, you know. I mean, I just root for him because I like his driving style, you know.
Yeah.
But he does a great job. And then look at this, Femi Olat now right up there under him. Good Lord, he is putting the pressure to him.
He is. And Zoltan's really putting the pressure on Kyle Putz too, and Graham's putting the pressure on Femi.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ariati now to the inside of Graham Boland.
Oh yes.
And he's not going to be able to make it work. Femi goes to the outside now. He's going to try to pass on the outside, but Zoltan coming on strong here on the bottom. I don't know how long he'd be able to hold on to that. Because, you know, it's just not as good down there on the bottom right now. But, you know, I don't know. I think they've kind of equaled out right now with the bottom and the top. It might be at the equaling point. But I believe... I don't know. I really don't know what to expect out of the track here as the race goes on. And when we get down to the end, you never know what the track conditions are going to be like. Graham Boland, 7th. Ariati, after leading 19 laps, finds himself back in 8th place. But back up front here, Ben Nelson leading this parade. Jake Nichols 2nd. And Marcus Richardson 3rd. These guys, man, putting on a heck of a race up here in the front. Jake's got to be getting a little worried here with Marcus. You know, that's something I wouldn't want to look up in my rearview mirror. It's like in NASCAR, guys dreaded to see Dale Earnhardt in their rearview mirror. You know, the Intimidator. It's like Marcus is like that too. You know, you just dread to see Marcus, and see Marcus just passed him on the outside. You know, you just hate to see that 01 in your rearview mirror. It's like, oh no, I'm gonna get passed. You know. Femi, he's still trying to figure out how to get around Kyle Putz. That could prove to be interesting right there with those two battling, because both great drivers, and one's not going to give an inch to the other one. Femi way up high, and that kind of affords him to get a good run off of turn 4 though. Very good. Ben Nelson pulling away now, half a second from Marcus Richardson. Oh, Ben's got to be in 7th heaven right now. I'm telling you what, that guy, he is just about alien like Marcus Richardson. Well, folks, I think it's time for a little crank it up. What do you think, Jeff?
Let's do it.
All right. Crank it up, folks. All right, folks, a little crank it up there for you. I know that's one of my favorite things, too. Love it. Well, Ariotti did clear Zoltan and hangs on to the 7th place. Not much has changed up in the front, other than Marcus has closed up on Ben Nelson now. We've got about 42 to go here. They'll have to stop one more time, I believe, for gas. So, one more fuel stop for everybody, I think. They won't be able to make it from here. Kyle Putz in 3rd. And Graham Bolin taking a look at the high side there, getting pushed by Femi Olat. Femi kind of likes that high side too a little bit, Jeff.
He does. A lot of drivers are liking that high side right now. I can tell.
Yeah, I really do think that's going to be that's going to probably change the complexion of this race a little bit with the guys taking it to the high side there. Femi almost getting into the side of Graham, but Graham holds him off at the line. Femi again takes it to the bottom. And Graham gets such a huge run off that outside, and that's how he's holding off Femi right now. Ariotti slips in there right behind Graham Boland. Not going to give Femi that chance to get back up and behind Graham if he can't make that pass. There, he just closes that gap up. Femi's going to have to back out a little bit. And he'll go back behind Ariotti. Ari taking a look to the inside now of Graham Boland. Graham actually going to be able to hold him off, and Femi just did to Ari what Ari did to him. Yeah. He just closed that gap right there. You can't come back up here, brother. I'm right here. So, Richardson, less than 0.2 of a second from Ben Nelson. Ben's out there in front right now feeling that clean air out front. And boy, if they go into the corner, this is what I would be worried about. If they go into a corner and Marcus gets right up on that right rear corner, it could make Ben a little squirrely.
Good.
And we've seen that happen already, but hopefully Ben can overcome that, quickly and stay in the lead. But Marcus, doing what Marcus does, though, he'll let you get out there and lead as many laps as you want, and come last lap of the race, he's going to smoke you. But they got one more pit stop to go here. I think they're going to probably have to stop and at least take a half a tank of fuel or a quarter of a tank of fuel or whatever, take some fuel, I do believe, to finish this up. And then you got to wonder, too, Jeff, last night we seen some of the guys, I heard a lot of the guys saying, taking a half a tank of fuel. They were short fueling their tanks to make it a little freer. So it wasn't quite so loose in the corners, kind of tightened it up a little bit. So I'm kind of wondering if anybody might try to think of that maybe here on this last run, how much that's going to change the car.
Yeah, it would change it drastically, but I don't know the way Marcus said the car feels, like back in an 18-wheeler into a driveway or something like that. I don't know if that's the way these cars feel. They might not want to do that.
Well, maybe taking more fuel wouldn't that loosen it up a little bit?
Should.
Yeah, maybe if they stop and take a full tank of fuel would but it's going to slow the car down with a full tank of fuel, and that's not what they want, Graham Boland's still hanging on to the 5th place. Just hasn't been able to make much more progress to get up there. He is closing on Kyle Putz, but here comes Femi Alat to the inside, trying it once more. Not able to do it, though. Car just gets really tight coming out of the corner right there, and he's got to go up the hill or he's going to lose it. Ariotti, love to be back up front. He's led 19 laps today. We'll see how pit stops go here, because they will have to make one more. Marcus, I think, is just kind of biding his time right now. He's behaving really well and playing nice. Oh, he's a good racer, man. I'll tell you, Marcus, the winningest driver in SRA history, right here, folks. Marcus Richardson. I don't even know, career wins are like over the 120 mark.
Yeah.
For the league, I'm talking, not for the series, but for the league overall. I think he holds the record in the most wins in this series too, in the Gen 6 series. I don't it's like 40 something, I forget now, but
yeah,
unbelievable.
Let's see how many wins he has.
League wins.
Yeah, overall wins in the league, he has 129.
Okay, 129. I knew it was up there ways.
So if he would win tonight, that'd be his 130th win.
Dang. That's pretty amazing.
Yep.
Femi Olat driving it into the corner hard here, trying to make that move on Graham Bolin. Man, he just has not been successful to do it. And again, Graham Bolin comes back and holds off Femi Olat. Gosh, I can't believe it's that hard to pass, man.
Yeah.
Going to be 30 to go next time by, and Ben Nelson leading 27 laps. Marcus Richardson leading 43 laps. The two top leaders right there, and Jake Nichols third, but has not led a lap yet today. It's our points leader there, Jake Nichols. So you like that, huh, John? That crank it up. He likes that crank it up. He says that's soothing to his ears. Very cool, very cool. We like it too. All right, Jonathan Shipman out of the race. Brandon Jackson out of the race. Josh Robbins still sitting on pit road though, but we still got 20 drivers out there on the track. Oh, Shipman is back out. He's just now coming back off of pit road here. That could have been his final pit stop right there too, maybe. But he is running 6 laps down. Leaders coming up on him real quick here. They have to enter on the backstretch. There you see the blue cone, blue line back there that you cannot come up onto the track till you cross that blue line. You even touch that white line on the track right there and you get a black flag.
Yeah.
Shipman gonna jump in behind Jake Nichols here. Now he's got fresher tires. Let's see what he can do. If he can make any passing here, I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna go to the outside, get around Jake Nichols real quick here. He comes up on the leaders, and this could be a factor as far as slowing Marcus down, maybe, or even Ben Nelson, because they're not going to be able to come up that track like they normally do. He's going to get a twofer out of that. So, wow, Shipman just taking a lap off right there. That was a pretty awesome move right there by him. He got a twofer out of that. It looks like somebody else there. No, who was that? John Williams coming off pit road. So we got some guys that are stopping right now. That's the number 8 of Josh Robin. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of damage on the car too, but he's going to get one of his laps back. I can't stay on him. He blinks too much. Well, the front two pulled away from Jake Nichols. Jake's back almost 3/4 of a second from Marcus Richardson now. These guys are starting to get spread out a little bit now, Jeff. I think pit stops are kind of changing things up a little bit. We got more on pit road. Tyler Sifford coming off of pit road. Tommy Gossett flowing. I'm not sure what he's... Okay, he's just now getting off of pit road. All right. But we are seeing some guys that are making that final pit stop.
Yeah.
That question is when are the leaders going to come in? And you know, if one comes in, the other ones are going to come in. Now, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Jake Nichols stay out and at least lead a lap to try to get that bonus point, if possible. Yeah. You know, he's probably hoping that those two up ahead of him pit early enough that he can stay out for one more lap and get a lap led. Now, if they run the tank dry, he may not be able to do it, so he may have to come to pit road with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. Graham Bolin, Zoltan Hertzeg into the top 5. Things are changing. Femi and those guys pitted, so Kyle Putt's on pit road as we speak. Ballard getting his lap back. Or trying to get one of his laps back there, sorry. Ariotti has made his final pit stop. He's the first car lap down now in a battle here with Femi Olat. That is for the lucky dog position too, right there. If caution come out right now, Ariotti would be back on the tail end of the lead lap.
Yes, he would.
They're coming up on Jake Nichols pretty quick here. They're going to drive their way to the front and get back on the tail end of the lead lap. It's just so much faster with them new tires than them guys with the older ones. Man, I'll tell you, they can hold them corners. Look at the passing on the outside. Look at that.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing how new them guys got to feel like Superman when you're out there with new tires.
Yeah, they do.
So they get back on the, both of them get back on the tail end of the lead lap. Ariotti and Femi Olat. Ballard, he's going to get back on the tail end of the lead lap. So right now, that's going to make Nick Northrup a lucky dog. If a caution would come out. But we're still waiting to see when the leaders are going to plan on coming to pit road. Got to be soon. It'll be 20 to go this time by.
Yeah, they're clicking them down fast.
And right now, let's see, they are right about 2 seconds slower than their best lap out there. So that's how much new tires and old tires make a difference.
Yep.
2 seconds, and 2 seconds is a lot, man. That's like about what, about 8 car lengths, or now? More than that. Heck, that'd be like about 15 or 20 car lengths. That's how much, you know, faster, slower than they are. Graham Bolin, he doesn't want to come to pit road either until he absolutely has to. Bobby Chaney up to 6th place. He needs new tires. Joshua Schwartz 7th. Lachlan McMillan back on the lead lap here now. Does have a little damage. Tyler Sifford getting by. Tyler in 18th. 1 lap down. I don't know when they're going to come to pit road. That's going to be interesting to find out, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Hey, Aaron. Waffles in chat. All right. Oh, Sifford, yeah, Sifford, he's okay. He's in 18th right now. He's doing all right. Car looks good. You know, he'll be back on the lead lap after the leaders all pit, so he'll be in decent shape. He pitted a little bit before everybody else, so that's good. But we're still waiting. Kyle Putt's going to get back on the lead lap. Wow. Good racing by them guys. Looks like Nick Northrup, Garrison Hogan, these guys back on the lead lap. Kyle Putt's passing up Garrison Hogan. Goes into 13th. Man, these guys have got to come pretty soon.
You would think.
I don't think they can make it. Golly, when were they on pit road last? Man, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, they only got 15 laps to go, though.
Wonder if somebody's going to just stop and maybe take a splash of gas and maybe 2 tires.
They might.
See if I can figure out when Marcus was on pit road last. Looks like lap 72. Yeah, lap 72, they all came to pit road. So that'd be a lot of laps out here. I don't know. 25, 55 laps?
About it, yeah.
Yeah, well, here comes Jake Nichols up on Marcus Richardson. Marcus really squirrely there coming out of turn 4. Jake's not saving anything now. He says, okay, if we're going to go, I'm going to go now. Maybe they can make it. Gosh, I don't know. I wouldn't think they could make it that far, but they might. Let's see, 72, that would be what, 28, 58 laps? Wow. I don't know. Ed Nelson about a second. 1.1 seconds ahead of Jake Nichols now. Jake just dropped the hammer there past Marcus Richardson. Graham Boland quite a ways back, 2.2 seconds behind Marcus now, 2.3. So he's really nursing them tires right now.
I think a lot of guys are.
Yeah, they're... Maybe they can make it. I don't know. Gosh, I wouldn't think they could make it 58 laps, but I don't know. We'll see. Waffle talking about his pressure washing today. Pressure washed the driveway, the concrete, made it just white, and you go out there in the sunlight and it just about blinds you to look at it.
Oh, wow.
Boy, Marcus has dropped way back.
He has.
Oh, we have a caution. Oh, my gosh.
Looks like Lachlan McMillan.
Yep, Lachlan McMillan. Let's go back. Well, this is just about perfect because now they can all pit. Wow, this is going to be pretty crazy. I'm not sure. We're going to have to see how this is going to go because if the leaders pit and some of those guys that just pitted don't and they stay out, wow. It could be an interesting finish to this race. Let's see what happened here to Lachlan. He's by himself. The car just, wow, I don't know, man. That car just like broke loose for no reason. And sideways in front of Kyle Putz. Kyle does a good job of getting by him. Leather drivers too. It was Zoltan Hertzeg. He gets by. No, that wasn't Zoltan. I don't know who that was. All right, anyhow, let's see if these guys do pit. They almost have to pit. I mean, I'm thinking they almost have to. Yep, they're coming in. Coming in. Definitely their final pit stop, and it was a shame that, you know, that turn of events like that we had to have a caution with 11 to go, but things like that do happen, and boy, it could change the race really quick. Now, what do you do? 2 tire change? Do you attempt that? Somebody's going to attempt it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they will.
Just for track position, you know?
I see most drivers going 4 tires.
Me drag race off of pit road. Ben Nelson and Jake Nichols off of pit road first. Marcus Richardson third. Graham Boland fourth. Zoltan Hertzeg, Bobby Cheney, all these guys stopped. Looks like everybody stopped to take new tires, man. That's going to be a big plus here. All right, well, let's see if we can get a hold of Bobby Cheney. Let's talk to him.
Okay.
Bobby Cheney, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got it.
Well, Bobby, you're in perfect condition here right now. Coming from 4th up to 6th, you've made a pit stop. You took 4 tires. What is the plan here? Can you get by them guys up ahead of you? Because, man, they are racing hard.
I don't know. They're pretty fast. I'm kind of struggling. The car's really tight, so I have a hard time with the tight entry here. But, I mean, I'm going to bring the wheel home. You know, that's what it takes. But it's going to be crazy, especially on this restart. There's going to be some little bit of tire spin, too. But I planned on going all the way. I was good on fuel. And, you know, if I picked up, netted a couple spots, fine. I knew I wasn't going to finish, you know, 6th. But I was just trying to get a couple spots there by staying out, which I think I was going to. But, you know, hey, caution comes out. It is what it is. Now it's time to go as hard as you can.
Well, now with you're probably going to have about 6 to go, I think, 6 laps to finish this race up. Have you tried the high side yet for any passing? Because we've seen a couple of the drivers trying it up there, and it seems to be it's kind of coming and going. You know, at one time it'll work okay, and the next time it won't.
Yeah, on the start of a run on fresh tires, the bottom's way to be.
Right.
But at probably about 10 or so laps in, you can kind of move around a little bit. But I mean, like you said, it's come and go. I mean, probably the faster guys are probably stuck to the white line, I'm sure. But
well, this is going to be a good points night for you if you can get a good win out of, or a good finish out of this. You know, with you being in 6th place and you're 10th in the points, should help you a little bit because you got a couple of drivers that aren't here.
Yeah. Well, like I said, we got to bring it home. It's going to be wild, you know, and there's no give or take now. So it's go time. So we'll just see what happens, and it is what it is from here.
All right. Well, good luck out there, Bobby.
All right, man.
Well, I just don't know what to think right now with Marcus sitting there in 3rd. Jake Nichols wants this win. Ben Nelson wants a win. Marcus wants a win. All these guys. Graham Boland now up to 4th.
Yeah.
I don't even.
The whole entire top 6 here want to win. So I mean, you know.
Oh yeah.
Even
Ariotti pinned back there in 8th now.
Yeah.
I will get them going one more time. This will be it right here, unless the caution comes out right away. But
yeah.
Watch for tire spin.
All right, pace car heads into pit road. There's a green flag. Back underway here in Chicagoland for the SRA TrophyDash.com Gen 6 Series. That was a good restart there for Ben Nelson.
Yes, it was. He needed that jump. Now the battle here for 2nd. That's going to be interesting because Marcus wants that 2nd place. Jake Nichols, oh man, close right there.
Yeah.
Ooh. And looks like Marcus is going to get it. Really close though, man. He slides it up in front of Jake Nichols. Zoltan and Graham Boland fighting there for the 4th place. Right now, Graham barely holding off Zoltan. Zoltan trying that bottom. And like we said there, the bottom seems to be okay, you know, with new tires. But Graham's getting some good runs off that corner. Ariotti passing up Bobby Cheney. And on the outside, too. Zoltan and Graham, boy, they're going at it here. Coming to get 3 to go this time by. Ben Nelson with a pretty good advantage here, 2.5 tenths ahead of Marcus Richardson. Looking for the win here for the MS&Me group. Be another one that Ben Nelson can chalk up on his win list if he can complete. He's got coming to 2 to go next time by. Man, these guys, they're not saving nothing, man. They're not giving anybody a break. It's go time.
And there's enough laps left for Marcus Richardson to get around him here, so we'll see what's going to happen. Closing in.
Yep, he is closing. He's down to less than 3 tenths. 2.5 tenths. Almost down to 2 tenths. He's closing in on Ben really quick here.
He is.
Coming to get the white flag next time by, so Ben's got to hold these guys off for one more lap. Oh, we got a caution, and the race is over.
Yep, so that means Ben Nelson's your winner.
Oh, yeah, that was Nick Northrup that went around.
Bobby Cheney was involved.
Kyle no.
Ballard.
Well, congratulations, I guess, goes to Ben Nelson.
Yep.
Very nice. I know he didn't want to win it that way. He wanted to race it out.
Yeah. Marcus Richardson will finish second, and Jake Nichols in third.
Man. Well, very good. Very good. This is going to help Ben out quite a bit in the points. He was 8th in the points coming into tonight, so 42 points back. So this should help him a lot. Eric Sable wasn't here tonight. Femi and Lachlan finished back. Femi finished 7th, so that'll help him catch Femi. Lachlan was way back. He's back in 17th. Tyler Sifford way back in 14th. So this is going to be a pretty good points night here for Ben Nelson. All right, well, we'll get down here in just a second and congratulate Ben Nelson. We'll get him down here, so hold on a minute, folks. All right, we caught up with our winner here, Ben Nelson. Ben, congratulations on that victory, man. That was a pretty awesome finish.
Oh, man. I mean, I wish I could have seen it end under green, but I am so happy to finally win in the Gen 6 here. This has not been a good track for me.
Well, we've seen you in victory lane before, but, you know, yeah, this is kind of a special thing here for you to win this. But now, go back to that end right there. If it would have stayed green, were you concerned that Marcus was right there in closing?
Yeah, I mean, Marcus is definitely fast. There's no way around that. I did feel like if I got a good restart and just hit my marks, I don't think there was much that he could have done. But he did all he could, and caution came out and cut it short. But I'm so happy.
I'll bet you are, man. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a great finish there anyhow. But taking a look at you led 58 laps today. Now, I don't know if that's the most laps. Yes, that is the most laps led. So, you know what? You're going to walk away here with a bukus of points today.
Yeah, that's going to help me a lot because I think I didn't do very well at Daytona. So that's going to bring my standings up quite a bit for sure. Oh,
yeah. You come into tonight 8th in the points. We had Eric Sable didn't show up tonight, so that's going to hurt him a lot. But I think you're probably going to pass up you'll probably pick up about maybe 2, maybe 3 positions tonight. So it definitely was a great points night for you. You didn't get up there and win the stage or anything, and you didn't lead any laps till later on in the race. But the race seemed to be, some green flag runs there that, I'm sure everybody wanted to see longer green flag runs. Is that a fact?
Yeah, I mean, we usually do. It's just better that way. And we did get a pretty sizable one. It almost went all the way to the end. I was happy with that. Even if I wasn't in the lead, I still like the green runs. It really lets the drivers do it what they do, especially at this track. It's pretty tricky to be fast and long here on the long run here, and I know that because I've been bad for years here.
Okay, now let it out here now. I want to hear it truthfully. What's it feel like here now that you finally got your win here?
It feels like I can actually have confidence here because normally when I come here, I don't have any confidence, and I think I should throw that away now.
Absolutely. Definitely. You're a factor every week, Ben, and you're one that these guys look for. When they see you around them, you or Marcus, Jake, those, you guys are, when they see you guys coming, man, they know it's like, oh gosh, I'm going to get past. So, I mean, it's something that you got to keep that in the back of your mind too. That kind of puts you right up in there with them. Hey, we've seen you come a long ways here at SRA, and man, I'm telling you what, you're doing great. So keep that head up high, man. You just earned it tonight. So congratulations to you. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank, first of all, my sponsor, MSME Media. I'm happy that they've come on for another season. You can use the hashtag RacingMS to support multiple sclerosis, and also my secondary sponsor, the Shakamaru Tooth Association, the CMTA. And you for broadcasting the races. Definitely love watching them, and I'll go back and watch this one. I'd like to thank Marcus, Jake, and Graham, Kyle Putz, all these guys that come every week. More than just them, obviously. the league admins for doing all the work that they do, and my team next to C Sports, and everybody that's I didn't stream tonight, but I usually do. I'll put this up, I guess, on YouTube, on my YouTube channel in there to it.
All right, Ben, we'll go celebrate that win, and we'll see what you can do next week to maybe even come up higher in the points.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right. Got the second place there, Jeff?
Yep, Marcus Richardson, you get a copy.
Yep.
Well, Marcus, you got the stage win tonight, but looks like you came up a little short there, sadly, on getting the overall win. But was it due to what you told us earlier on how the car felt?
Kinda. I mean, I lost the control of the race on pit road because I didn't have a stop faster than 14.2 tonight. So I kept, every time I pit, I lost stop spots. And then, even then, I was still fine, and I was keeping pace. And then, I don't know, once the lap car started going by me, and I started losing concentration or whatever, I just wasn't running laps as well as I was before, and started falling back. And then, in retrospect, I probably should have ran Jake harder, but I let him go because he let me go earlier. And that kind of cost me on the restart because I had to get back by him. But it was a good race.
Yeah, it really was. You put that 0-1 car in a hard-fought battle tonight, and you got second out of it, and you started second, so you were consistent tonight. And that's good in points. You know, you got the stage win, so that gave you good points, and you got points going forward. But are you going to try to go for points this season and get a championship over here, Marcus?
I don't know. I don't think so, but because I'm probably going to miss some races here and there. But I would like to if I can, because I'm just saying it right now. I'm really in Talladega, so.
Alrighty. Well, Marcus, you know, when you did talk about how the car felt tonight, did it at all, you know, feel that after you got back going after we talked there with congratulating you on your stage win, or did you actually kind of get in, play with the car, and get a better feel on it?
Nah, I never really got a better feel on it. I don't know if maybe it was the wind changing or something, but every lap felt a little different to me. And going through 1 and 2 it would push really bad, and then it would get loose. So it wasn't. I don't really like that. If it was just straight up loose, I'd have been fine. But it pushed really bad and then got loose, and I couldn't manage that properly. It drove different than normal Chicago races. So I gotta figure that out a little bit.
Yeah, it's a tough break for that happening to you, Marcus. But I still like to your analogy that you used there for how the car felt. That's a new one. I have to remember that one. But congratulations on your second place tonight here, Marcus, and your stage win. Do you have anybody you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate?
Shout out to Ben on winning the race, and you guys for broadcasting, everybody at Richmond Raceway. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow whenever I'm 25th. Because I can't road, so.
Alrighty. All right, Marcus, but once again, congratulations on your stage win tonight and second place here in the overall race, and good luck in your next races.
Yep, thanks.
All right, Rudy.
All right, we catch up with our points leader here. Jake Nichols, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, you come out of here third tonight. You know, you never really did get up there and lead a lap tonight, Jake. Competition was like off the charts tonight, man. That was really hard. Passing. Tell me about the passing. We talked about that a little bit ago, but, you know, trying that high side, but on new tires, and it was a short run there. You only had about 6 to go when you guys got the green. Wasn't enough time for that bottom to actually start loosening up where you had to go high. But everybody seemed to be pretty on it right there on the bottom. So talk about that finish, and was there anything you could do to get up there with them guys if it would have stayed green?
I don't know. It was pretty hard to pass all night. You could maybe potentially get a run or scare somebody on the long run with the old tires and just make them overdrive themselves. But other than that, it was really hard to make a move. I could barely hold on the top there with Marcus, and I just decided I did the same thing last night where I let Ben go because I felt like my best opportunity was for them two to battle, and I did the same with Marcus, hoping they could battle, but it got really smooth as the race went on, the track just it felt like it got so much more grip every single time we got new tires. So I think that really helped Ben. Ben was really fast, short, and long run. So him having that speed already and getting the advantage on the restart, it was going to be almost impossible to beat him because he doesn't make that many mistakes. So for that kind of guy being out front with fresh tires and a grippier track than usual in this race, it was going to be almost impossible to get to him in the amount of laps.
Yeah, definitely. Well, just talking about, I know we talk about this every week, but just to kind of bring it up again, but the competition level in this league here now, you fit in quite well. You're very competitive, a clean racer, just what they're looking for here at SRA. But tell me about the competition out there. I mean, you got guys like Marcus and Ben, Graham Boland, Zoltan, Ariotti, Femi. You've got some great drivers in this league that are out there competing against you. What's that like, just feeling the pressure from all them drivers?
It's crazy. You really got to be on your toes 24/7. A couple of times, or once or twice tonight and last night, I was trying to save tires and I just fall back, and I just felt like, all right, I need to pick up the pace a little bit and just learn how to save tires and hold pace. And they really push you to a whole nother level, and I really like that. I think the competition's really gotten stronger and stronger as we go here, and we weed out the guys that it's just. A lot of guys are really close on speed, so you're going to have those yellows because they're just racing so hard. So I think once we get past that and everyone gets used to each other, you really start to get even better racing and cleaner and greener racing here. And I think we're going to look even better later in the season. I think it's just going to get stronger and stronger as we go.
Very good. Well, you got a long season ahead of you, Jake, but this is only race number 4. So I think you got about 11 more races to go. And, we talked about this earlier, too, but making sure that you're available to be into that chase. You got to be the top 12 to start out. So 12 driver, top 12. Right now you're looking good, but you got a lot of races to go before you get to that.
Yeah, we just got to stay consistent. I stayed consistent tonight. I feel just inconsistent on the track compared to everyone else, but we really held our own, and especially long run. I wish we would have went green to the end there. I don't know if I could have caught Ben, but I think my chances were definitely better if we would have stayed green there to catch him. We were banking on a long run, and we really got that at the end. But really looking forward to the rest of the season here.
And like I said earlier tonight too, consistency is a pretty much a must. You've got to stay consistent every week and finish, at least in that top 5 or top 3 or whatever, to win a championship. You don't have to win races. You just got to be consistent.
Yeah, definitely. In another league that we were racing in a while back, I won so many races, but we got down to chase time, and I had one bad race, and that was it. And Bobby Chaney got the better of me there and won the title just based off consistency. He earned the nickname Mr. Consistency there. So it definitely is key to just stay in it and stay up front and try to stay out of trouble. You don't really need to win every race to be a contender here, because you could win 5 races out of 6, but if you wreck that one race that you don't win, then it could really kill you.
Sure, definitely. All right, well, who you got to thank for this third place finish and hanging on to the points?
The Sim Speed Shop for being on board. Great running up front with those guys, Ben and Marcus and the rest. It's so many people, so much competition to name. Just all those guys, top 10, top 15. Really, the whole field was pretty good tonight. So hats off to all of them, and hats off to Ben for the win. He's been deserving of one this season, just hasn't had the luck. And tonight he got the luck and the speed. So good win to him. A good run with Marcus there at the end, and everyone at Sim Racing Authority for putting these races on, and you guys at MaxSpeedTV for doing the broadcast and doing an amazing job at that.
All right, thanks for talking with us, and we hope to see you next week and see if you can't maybe pull out a win.
All right, see you then.
All right. All right, Jeff, let's run down through the final results here. All right, coming home with the win, Ben Nelson pulling out the win. Great job by him. That caution come out though, and pretty much snagged him the heck here. Well, that ain't good. That ain't good.
What happened?
That's not good at all. What the heck happened? Well, anyhow, Benjamin Nelson coming out with the win. Marcus Richardson second. Jake Nichols third. Zoltan Hertzeg fourth. Graham Boland will finish fifth. Ariotti sixth. Femi Olat seventh. Bobby Chaney eighth. Kyle Putz ninth. And Delonte Ballard rounds out the top 10. Jeff?
Yep, Kyle Trudell will finish 11th tonight. Sean Williams will finish in 12th. Joshua Schwartz will finish in 13th. Tyler Sifford will finish 14th. Tommy Gossett will finish 15th. Nick Northrup in 16th. Lachlan McMillan will finish 17th. Garrison Hogan 18th. James Coulibaly 19th. Jonathan Shipman will finish in 20th. Brandon Jackson will finish 21st. Ethan Kurtz will finish 22nd. Josh Robin will finish 23rd. And running out the final position in 24th is Stove Price Jr.
All right, folks. Well, again, thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate that very much. Shout out to some of our sponsors here at MaxSpeedTV, the Sim Speed Shop, jumping on board this season for official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. Also, the Ohio IndyCar League. You can check out their websites and Facebook pages, both. And I did want to mention another official sponsor here, the Hershey Design Company. Check them out on Facebook. HERSHY Design Company on Facebook. Look them up. They do a lot of paint jobs for cars and logos and splash screens, all kinds of stuff, posters. And also Colby Eye Paints, official sponsor here at MaxSpeedTV. Thanking them. Check them out on Facebook as well. Facebook.com/Colby's Eye Paints. Does beautiful paint jobs on cars and a lot of other stuff. So check them out too. All right, folks. Well, thanks again for watching tonight. We appreciate it. And congratulations to our winner here tonight, Ben Nelson. And we will catch you the next time here on MaxSpeedTV. Till then, stay safe and have a good night.